Hey everybody, it's Lynn here from A Bit of Birdsong. I wanted to share this journal that I'm about to send out to the next person in line in this round robin journal collaboration. I will be sending it to Rosemary Morris of the Rusty Peacock, and she will do the last step, which is finding a way to make a closure. Perhaps we have creative license, so everybody has sort of done what felt natural to them, which has made this project so amazing. I think the last person also adds some sort of book charm. So we will see what Rosemary does to this, and then this journal will be finished. One of the fun things about these journals that are going around, we were supposed to make, and I believe everybody did this, a pocket of sorts in the back with some way to document what we did each step along the way. So the cover, let's just look through this, started back in March. Jessica Rapp completed construction of this journal cover. I decided to keep it simple at this point. I have had this book for a couple years now and have been waiting for something special to use it. So yay, excited to see what happens to it from here, and also what comes my way as this collaboration continues down the path. Jessica Rapp, 2 Silver Oranges. Then the next month, April, so we have Margot Shelley of the Shelley Studio. The signatures, I decided to give coffee dyeing a try. I layered the papers with some stencils. They created some fun patterns. I used a variety of papers from copy paper to rice paper. I'm excited for this collaboration. Can't wait to see what happens from here. And then in May, the next month, we have APG Jamie. APG Jamie did the pockets and tucks. I tried to keep a similar feel for the pockets and tucks as Margot did the signatures. I added some drop paper to throw a bit of color into the mix. Vintage Music, Mozart Dictionary, and ledger paper. Happy Art and Y'all, Jamie. And then when we pull this out, we have a piece of music, and there is poetry by APG Jamie. In an attic. Within an attic of poetry, they wait, lying there whispering to each other all the greatest of words, merely sitting and lingering, so eager to join others on a page. Not just any page, but one of great prose with a lyrical hum never before heard, for all to ooh and ah over with unbelievable use and combination, creating forms of beauty. Gently and eloquently, they roll off the tongue, syllables in perfect harmony with each other, grammar that is impeccable, simply to confound the best of critics. Until a time of their escape, they lie in wait, kept warm and fuzzy in jackets of dust on the floors and shelves in an attic. I love that. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. And it is folded up in this little piece of music paper or a music book. And then we get to June. It was hard not to put some of my own poetry in, and Jamie signed that, so that's the page before. PSS, did you check the pocket? And I put yes with a heart, and I put Lynn. And let me just go back in here and put love it. That's awesome. Okay, and then we have Jessica Harris, who is Jessica Harris on YouTube. And Jessica has her stamp here. Tags and journaling cards by Jessica Harris. I had some mixed media background papers that matched up well with Jamie's tucks, and I went from there. So much fun. And then we have a heart and Jess. And I need to write in what I did. I'm going to put this up here so that I can get to that and make sure that I mail all of this out together. I wanted to share this part first so that you can keep in mind who did what. So this has worked its way now through 5 people, and it's going off to the last step. So Jessica Rapp did say that she had had this cover for a while and finally ended up using it. This doesn't really tie the signatures in, but it looks to me like it holds the piece down where the signatures are bound to something that is then put into the book, so we have a hidden binding. And Jessica, I ended up stamping one of these little pieces fabric. I have some pretty long stamps that are botanical. So that got gussied up a little bit. I hope everybody's okay with everything that I've done. I've been just very happy seeing what everybody else has done, and I love the creative license. So getting inside, I didn't add anything here, but on this front page that was just stained, I put an image of this sort of wise looking face, and this was from a book, was it Raphael? One of the greats, and it was a lot of drawings, like pre-painting drawings, sketches and things. And I stamped one of my favorite quotes here: "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." I love to make this trim where I fold like an accordion shape. It's basically paper ruffles. And then I attach this trim, actually from the Dollar Tree, and just stain it up a little bit. I did use a stencil to put the butterfly here, and I went through a book where I was just using the cover for a different project and cut out chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 to kind of have fun labeling the 4 signatures here. I put this little square, just glued it in, Edith Wharton, since we've got the, poetry and prose, or prose and poetry cover. I thought I would stick with that. And as we go through, you can just see the beautiful pockets and tags and tucks and pages and, things that were done before it got to me. This was already on the page. So I did do this sort of cascading circles using a stencil that I like. I put the postage stamps in and a little postage mark doing a stamp. These were here. Love all of this. I did put this stamp on the pocket that was already done: "Where there is joy, laughter, and color, fairies will be found." I did stamp this bird stamp here. And I just love the way this page is stained. That was already done. I added a paper clip because that's part of this step. I used an ink stamp that I have, and it is just a flat, it's the size of an acrylic stamp, but it's not acrylic. It really should be attached to a wooden block. It didn't completely take, so I just came back with a pen and kind of did some very crude outlining there to at least show the face. I used stencils to paint a design here, and then another stencil to put the gold feather. I hope you can see that. I think that's very pretty. Put some sort of grungy rings here. These rings were already here. And I love this very thin paper. And we have these beautiful cards that slide out. So this book just feels academic, the nature and the prose and the poetry. This is an old photograph I had in my collection, the 2 boys with their arms around each other's shoulders. And I tore this out of a book, a Dylan Thomas book that I was deconstructing. And then I just glued this little embellishment here. The picture, I didn't put glue all over the back. I just put 4 dots. Of course, then I glued across the top of it with this, but I didn't want to destroy the picture, and yet, this is what it's being used for, so I'm not worried, and I hope nobody else is worried. Love these beautiful cards here. More botanical, sort of nature, and I love all the words. The theme sort of carries through. So here we are, chapter 2. I glued that in and just kind of scribbled around it with a pencil. More of the paper lace. Another paper clip. And then again, I used a stencil and some acrylic paint to get the dragonfly. And then I went back with some gold distress paint, this Ranger distress paint, to accentuate some of the areas on the dragonfly. I think it's really pretty. I love these tickets right here. Awesome. Wisdom. There we go, just being really smart. And another neat little pocket here. That tag just slides in there. Maybe easier from looking from this side. And just so many little hidden spaces here. Let that stick out a little bit. And a belly band. Oh, look at that. I did not see that. I honestly did not see that until just now when I pulled these out. A lot of little hidden treasures in here. Love the stained paper. All these designs. I put a paper clip here with a vintage button. And so this is the center of this signature. I could not do anything to mess this paper up. It's so pretty. Whoever gets this journal may want to write on it. I did add one of my little drawings here and stamped "You're my cup of cocoa." And here's a pretty little spot. That's a page that's been folded over to make a pocket. And we have this very beautiful bookmark or tag. It says "Patience." Love that. Let's pull it. Oh, I love that it says "Specimen." Very beautiful. Gently put that back in. So many pretty things. This has been a fun project to be part of. Everybody's been so nice. There, of course, have been times where, for whatever reason, one or the other could not make the exact date to mail something out, although I think we've all tried to really adhere to getting them out to the next person by the 15th of the month. Okay, here we are on chapter 3, and these tags, of course, were already in here. Just beautiful. And the piece of Wild Things, look at the beetle there and the color that's on that. A lot of effort here, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, I think that was here. Another gorgeous tag. I mean, so beautiful. And then got a little flip over here, and all of this works together to make that pocket. There's some more stenciling that I did. Step 5. I don't remember what we were calling it. Embellishments. Yeah, the embellishments. So that's where we were to do layered elements, paper clips, charms, tabs, stamping, painting, stenciling. Okay, I just wanted to read that original thing so I could tell you. I did this stamp here, kind of watery, just a very faint outline of a face on the text page, and I put that string there. I put another paper clip and another vintage button. There's another stamp. And just beautiful pages. That was already there. I love the Dr. Seuss quote here, "All the places you'll go, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." And then I stenciled the little frame there. You could write in it or put something in the center. Another beautiful tag. And it says "Call of the Wild." If you've checked out these other channels, you've likely seen some of this before because everybody shared pretty much in videos what they've been doing. I did this large stamp, one of my favorites. And as we keep moving on, I like the pink in there. Another quotation. More beautifully stained paper. Lots of places for whoever gets this to work. I taped in this little guinea feather and wrote "Guinea Feather, Lewisburg, North Carolina, 2022. That was from my mom's little farm that she has. More beautiful tags, and I absolutely love Indomitable. I love that. I absolutely love this shimmery dragonfly. The mountains are calling and I must go. Go behind. There we go. This little flip up area. And that's another tag. It says "Seek." Look how that folds. Just really beautiful stuff. I did that stamp up there. And here we are, chapter 4, the 4th signature. Just another beautiful tag. I put one more piece of the paper ruffle. I tried to do one in each signature, I think. There's a stenciled feather just with the spray ink. I did stamp this since it's poetry and prose. Got that stamp with the pen there and the wings. More beautiful tags. I'm just so inspired by these gorgeous tags and the color, the layers. It's really, really beautiful. And then this was from an old children's book. I think it was nursery rhymes. So I cut that out and put it on this graph paper. I love the color together. And I wrote, "Did you start your poetic journey with Mother Goose?" And I love that you can see through here because you can read what's on the other side of the page. And I don't know that I have too much more in here. I did this stenciling on that little flip out area. And there's another beautiful tag. See the mushrooms at the bottom, just very beautiful. And I think that's pretty much it. So this journal is on its way out. I didn't add too much more because you can see that it's pretty full. And I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my spot in the book here, which of course the first thing I'm gonna do is put my birdsong stamp. And let's just do this right down the side. And where is it? Do a little bird here. And I won't bore you by, you know, what I'm going to write here. I'll get that part done and get it in the mail. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the collaboration. Waiting on the next journal, and my part will be to find a way to do a binding or a closure. Not a binding, a closure and a book charm, and I'm a little bit intimidated about the closure. I don't have a crocodile or anything like that, so we will just see what happens. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.